Hey, yo, my family. We are back. It is with a podcast. Y'all know the sounds. Y'all know the name. Y'all know the game, man. We in the building once again. Brand new episode. We got some shit we need to discuss. My brother is in the building as always. He repping the logo, so you know what I'm saying. Is what's good? What's good, bro? What's good?
What's good with you, my guy? What's good? Yeah, repping the logo. This the old one though. This the old one. Some I found in my drawer. Some old. Yeah. So we back, man. But like they say, out with the old and with the new. We got some merch on the way. Just be patient. But nah, man, what's good, man? How you feeling? How you feeling on this blessed Wednesday? How you feeling, my guy? We got a lot to discuss.
Man, I'm good. You know me. I'm vibing, bro. I'm in that mode when it's time to get serious about business. You know what I'm about. So that's what we finna do on tonight. We finna discuss some business, man. First things first. Just want to get this out the way. We know the NBA season started last night. We not talking about that. We not talking about that. So for y'all that's tuning in, that's thinking we gonna talk some basketball after the first games was played on yesterday. We not doing that. What I will say is this is the only thing I'm gonna say. Shout out to the guys. You know what it is. Making history last night. That's the only thing that we need to focus on. Making history. Bron and Bronny. Shout out to y'all, man. Salute. Year 22, year one, father son, first time sharing the court together in the NBA. Salute to that. If anybody else was out here talking negative on that after the first game when he played 3 minutes, y'all should be talking sports anyway. There was nothing negative about what happened last night. There was nothing negative that should have been said. For all y'all media outlets and all that want to bash on it and say it's a whole marketing thing or is this, that, and other. No, it's not. The kid almost died a few months ago. Now he playing on the NBA court with his dad. There should be no negative talk about anything going on about that. Y'all should be saying this kid is blessed and highly favored to still be alive, first of all. And secondly, getting to share the court with your dad is just something that we've never seen before. We probably never gonna see it again. So enjoy the moment. That's the problem. We don't know how to enjoy the moments. So you got anything you wanted to say about that?
I mean, you pretty much hit it on the nail. Shout out to the James family, LeBron, uh, Bronny. Shout out to both of them. Shout out to like I said, shout out to the whole family, to the whole James clan. That was definitely history. I'm glad I was able to stay up and catch it, because I caught the first half, and after that, I went to sleep, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, but it was history. It was history. I really wanted Bronny to make that three, man. Man, I thought he was about to make it. If he would have made that three off that LeBron pass, that whole place would have went crazy. Social media would have went crazy, and I know a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people, saying negative things, and he shouldn't be in the league and this and that. Listen, bro, he earned the right to be there, whether you feel like he hasn't or not. You can say his name played a part. If that's how you feel, it's how you feel. All I know is when he was in high school, he was one of the five best guards in high school, and he was a McDonald's All American. He's not. That's just not off name, bro. That's just not off name. And obviously, when he went to USC, he had the tragic injury with his health. So obviously, that goes to show he obviously wasn't gonna be back to his full self. So you know, he made it to the league. He's on the team, which he probably won't play that much this year. Maybe it'd be like like one of them years to sit back, watch, learn, and then the next year he'll get more minutes. But I would love to see him get more action. Who knows? He might get some action. But I do feel like you can't teach defense, and he has that on ball defense. He has that. A lot of players, young, they don't come in the league ready to defend, and that's one thing I know for sure he can do is defend. But I mean, you pretty much said with the basketball thing. It's not a basketball episode because we got a lot of things to discuss. But salute to Bronny. But most importantly, man, salute to the Lakers on playing a good game. Salute to JJ Redick for coaching, and salute to the whole Laker team. They did a great job last night. AD balled out. So that was a good thing. That was a good thing to see. And like I said, JJ Redick, he did a phenomenal job. I'm gonna save my takes until we discuss basketball, but I like what I saw. And also, Dalton Connect, he will be a big, 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 big addition to that team. But off the basketball, let's discuss some football, my guy.
We're gonna get to football. I'm glad somebody posted this because we're gonna talk about this real quick. I gotta get to it real quick because this is really the only time that I tap into. Well, the only time for me that I tap into baseball this year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I tapped into baseball in the postseason this year because my team sucked. My favorite player got hurt early in the season. He's been hurt the last 3 years. So, and then we traded away the guy that's finna play in the World Series. So, but we got Yankees, Dodgers.
Yes, that's how you say it. Yankees, Dodgers. That's the only way you say it.
I said Yankees first because they're the more storied franchise. I didn't say it because they're the better team.
We the better team.
I'm not finna.
We the better team.
I'm not finna get into all that. I said it because they're the more storied franchise. Now, if you want to talk about who's won more recently, then that's a different conversation because we know it's not the Yankees.
We're not talking about that.
They ain't been back.
A more complete team.
They ain't been back in 15 years. So it's good to see him up front. The first thing I will say about the World Series is I don't know why people are complaining about the two teams with the highest payroll being in the World Series. That's the way this shit works. I don't know why this is such a shock that the teams that spend the most money have the best players. That's how baseball has always worked. You may have a Cinderella story here and there, but that's how this goes. Secondly, who doesn't want to watch a series where you got Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman on one side, you got Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Garrett Cole on the other side? Who don't want to watch that shit? I know I want to watch it. And if y'all saying, well, baseball take too long, if you can't sit down and watch a 2.5 to 3 hour long baseball game with those 6 players on it,
and Stanton, shout out my guy Stanton, man.
Stanton he been that guy these playoffs. That's all I'm saying about that. But if you can't watch baseball at this time of the year, then you can't watch baseball, period. I already know who y'all picking because I already know you. I know who you're a fan of. You know who I'm picking.
World Series MVP Juan Soto. Blank check. $700 million.
I can see it happening. He should get a blank check. He should have got a blank check before he even got to the World Series. He's one of the 10 best players in baseball. He's might be top 3 hitter in baseball. Blank check. Pay the man. Like it's not a shock that he's doing what he's doing. On the other side, obviously you got Mookie. Hopefully Freddie Freeman is back, recovered, fully healthy. But Shohei Ohtani, the best show in baseball. Still disappointed that he not able to pitch. But man, what he been doing at the plate is just.
He pitching next year, right?
Yeah, next year he'll be back from Tommy John surgery. I don't know about that best pure hitter in baseball. I don't know about that conversation because that could go a lot of. I'm a big Bobby Witt fan, so I'm gonna just keep it here. And I like Adley Rutschman, but
all I know is When that moment comes, that's the guy I wanted back right there. He just said Juan Soto. When that moment comes, he's built.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
built for it.
If you told me if I had to pick the top 5 players in this series, I would probably say 3 of them are New York Yankees.
So just solely right now, or just like
Solely right. If you want to, if you say right now or period, it's 3 of them would be
yeah,
Yankees.
yeah.
Yeah, 3 of them would be Yankees. If you're talking right now, one of the guys would be left off the list, and that's Aaron Judge. He wouldn't be on the list.
I don't
But
got no problem. I don't got no problem.
if you talk about just overall, yeah, Aaron Judge is on the list.
Yeah, I don't got no problem with that.
Number one is for me is not changed. It's going to be Ohtani. It's going to be Ohtani.
Yeah.
I think he's number one.
But
then number two, if you're talking about right now, Ohtani would be 1, Soto would be 2, Giancarlo would be 3, 4 would be Garrett Cole, and then 5. That 5 spot you could put different players in there because it's a lot of players who've done some real good stuff on both sides. But if you're just talking about overall, Ohtani would still be 1. I would put Judge 2. I would put Soto 3. I would probably put Mookie 4 and then Garrett Cole 5. So
I'm not mad at that.
Either way, you're gonna have more than the talent levels are about. When you go down the line, it's gonna be about even. So but these are the 2 best teams in baseball. They've been the 2 best teams basically all season. So I don't know why people surprised that these are 2 teams we're gonna have to watch. This is the series that you should want to watch. Like,
yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to watch Dodgers, Yankees, East Coast, West Coast? Who doesn't want to watch that?
Hey, this shit feel like 1996 East Coast versus West Coast in a rap game.
Now I'm excited to watch it. That's all I'm saying.
It's like, bro, you have the 2 biggest names in baseball, Aaron Judge and Ohtani. And it's like you don't get this often where you have 2 of the best players in their sport going head to head, pause, in a championship. So that's big. That is major. We didn't see that. We don't really see that in the NBA where it's the top 2 players going against each other. In the NFL, I mean, you really base that off position, like who's the best. I mean, so it's kind of like weird with the NFL, but as far as baseball, this is probably like, yeah, these are the top 2 players in the sport. So it's good to see that, and then obviously the players surrounding the quote unquote best players, those are elite level names too. I mean, you got Juan Soto. He's making another appearance in the World Series. He was in the World Series when he was 19, 20 years old, and he hit a home run, and he helped Washington win that World Series. So I mean, that's major. So I mean, this is going to be like, even if you're not a fan of baseball and you don't really watch it, and you know those 2 names, Ohtani and Judge, this will make you want to watch baseball. Like me personally, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I watch 162 Yankee games because I'm a Yankee fan. No, I don't do that shit. I pick and choose which games I'm gonna watch, but come like postseason, get closer to postseason, that's when I start to tune in. And a lot of people don't really know I'm a baseball fan. I've been a Yankee fan since I was 8 years old. So this is in my blood. I just don't really talk that much about it. But yeah, man, Yankees Dodgers, bro. I can't wait. I really can't wait. It's been 15 years since we won anything. So I'm glad we here. I'm glad we here. And I'm as a fan of sports, as a fan of baseball in general, I'm glad that it's Yankees Dodgers. So this will definitely be fun. I don't have
with
too
that,
much. I don't have
with
too much.
that, with that being said, I got Dodgers in 6, and that's what it is. I gotta have my guy, even though I don't like to see it in that blue and white. My guy Otani, I got him winning MVP. So disappointing to say that, but it is what it is, man. I'll never get to see my current favorite player play at that level unless he leave and switch teams. So, but yeah, pretty sure you got Yankees. How many games? I knew you. I knew you was gonna say it. I knew you
I,
was gonna say it.
I got him in. Let me stop. You want to know what's crazy? The 2-3-2 threw me off. It threw me off. Like when the playoffs started, I found out it was 2-3-2 and not 2-2-1-1-1.
Yeah.
Um, damn. I'm a, bro. That's tough. I got Yankees in.
First of all, I don't know what you talking about. Me a hater? No, I don't do that. I, these teams are evenly matched, man. I got to pick one. Why not pick the guy that played for my team last year? That we, instead of trading away and getting something back for him, we just let him walk, which was stupid. But hey, neither here nor there. Like I said, I got Dodgers in 6. Shohei Ohtani MVP. And that's what it is. But let's get into some football, man. You know what? We're gonna start with NFL because I got a lot of things that I want to get off my chest, and we don't have enough time to talk about it all. But I'm gonna just start with this. I am tired of being let down by that team in green and white. It's getting to the point where I'm finna call it quits, bro. Never thought I'd have to say that, especially with a team with Aaron Rodgers.
Just
This
let just let me know when you want me to.
go ahead, bro, because I can't even
Nah, go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
I can't even get the words out right now, bro.
Say
So go ahead, bro.
go
Go ahead.
Okay. So here's the thing. Are we talking about that particular game or the team in general?
I was talking about just the team in general. Because if I talk about that game, it's gonna be even
So
worse.
so here's the thing. I've said this plenty of times. I've said this plenty of times and on this podcast since we started, you know, talking about the NFL season this season. I've said we're gonna be better late than we are now. And it's getting to that point. Sunday is a must win, obviously. Playing the Patriots. It's
Every
it's a
every game, every game is a
every
must
game
win
is
for now.
we have us and the Bengals, and I'm gonna answer that question in a minute. The one that he just asked. Us and the Bengals, we have the best win probability to get in the playoffs. Looking at our schedule, is very favorable. All those teams that we have coming up, we can beat all of those teams. But however, we can lose games. We can lose those games that we shouldn't lose. 2-5. Um, season is definitely not over. It's a lot of football left. But the team, they haven't shown anything for us fans or even football fans to say, hey, they will turn that switch just because they have the talent to. Um, I will say this. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is done. He's not done. And me saying that, I'm not saying that because of the player I know. Well, the player he was, and obviously he's older now. But I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is done. He has shown some glimpses of he's obviously he's not the same Aaron Rodgers. He's not 27, 28 years old. Me personally looking at him, I just feel like the mobility, he's not moving around the pocket as much as I would like him to. And they can come out and say, hey, hamstring. Yeah. I do remember him tweaking his hamstring against was it the Vikings, I think? And that may limit him in the pocket to where he's just in the pocket. He's not really moving around. But I want to say this. I've never seen him hesitate on a lot of throws in the middle of the field. It's like he's questioning if he can throw the ball in between the numbers. Like on the outside, he's money. And shout out to Dan Orlovsky. He broke that down very perfectly. And I was looking at some film when he was breaking it down. Um, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers is done at all. Um, I definitely think he can still play. Um, I don't think he's I don't think he's finished. I don't think he's washed. Now, if he keeps playing like this, then it's nothing I can say. I will have to agree. But I don't think the Achilles it's not necessarily the Achilles, bro. It's more so a lot of people they like if you've been watching us, you've been seeing he's been getting when he's getting pressured, he's getting hit a lot of times. And in that Vikings game, like I said, he did mess up his ankle and his hamstring. And everybody knows how Aaron Rodgers is. He's not gonna tell you how bad an injury is because he's very prideful. So you can tell if you've been watching our games, the mobility, because everybody knows how Aaron Rodgers is as a quarterback. He's a very mobile quarterback. He likes to move around the pocket. He hasn't been doing that with us, not that much. So that that limits him to just standing in the pocket. And where do most quarterbacks get hurt? In the pocket, especially those type of quarterbacks who like to like run around and stuff like that. So, I mean, me personally, I always thought that we should play off Brees Hall, the running game, and then you open it up. But it's like we're trying to throw the ball 40, 50 times because we have Aaron Rodgers. And I don't think that should be the thing. We spent all this money on a revamped O-line and all this. We should be running the ball more than what we have been. We have Braylon Allen and Brees Hall. We should be, I'm going to say it again, we should be running the ball more than what we have been. Um, Obviously, having Devontae Adams, I mean, you're going to want to throw the ball. But as a fan, Um, it sucks to see Aaron Rodgers play like this because he's always been a quarterback who he's not going to throw many interceptions. He'll throw it out of bounds before he throw an interception. So I'll say this. To answer your question, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is done. I don't think this team is done. Um, I think injuries on our defense, it hurt. It came at the wrong time against the Steelers. It's because it's a shame our best safety was a guy who literally just got on the team. That was one of my fears in the offseason. We addressed a lot, but we didn't address that safety position. I mean, we had Chuck Clark, which we expected, okay, he'll be good, but he's coming off an ACL. And mind you, he's missing the next 3 to 4 games. So we just signed Jalen Mills, and he's already our best safety, and he was just on a practice squad. So that says a lot about our safety room. I mean, I like Tony Adams too, but he's hurt, so I'm not really counting him. And Isaiah Oliver, he's been playing decent. I would like to see him more. I would like to see him as safety. But the biggest thing is we got to get DJ Reed back. We definitely got to get Michael Carter back. I think Coach Albrecht said they most likely will play this weekend. We definitely have to get Michael Carter back. Losing him is a big loss. Like the impact of losing him, bro, because he can do it all. He can tackle, he can cover, he can do it all. So getting him back and obviously getting DJ Reed back, that will help us. And obviously we all know about Hassan Riddick. We got him back too. Hopefully he's motivated. That'll help Will McDonald, who's having a tremendous year. He has 8 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
He's on pace to having 16 sacks. So I mean, like that's good. That's really good, And I just hate it, bro. These injuries and not having Jermaine Johnson, Riddick. But I want to highlight one player though on defense. Jamar Sherwood. It's not Jamie and Sherwood, my bad. I said
Yeah,
Jamar.
Jamie and Sherwood. Yeah.
It's hard to keep him off the field. And I understand CJ Mosley, he's getting back in the thick of things. It's hard to keep him off the field, bro, because he flies around. And obviously, CJ Mosley, he's older. He's, 33, 32, 33 now.
Yeah.
Sherwood, younger, flying around. It's like he's in command of the defense. He's been having a good season. I would like for Quentin Williams to, I would like for him to make more of an impact on the game. Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence. I mean, these guys, and mind you, he is getting double teamed a lot. Hell, I haven't seen him get triple teamed. I'm expecting for when Riddick gets back, McDonald, obviously, he's gonna be on the other side. That could show up some things for Quentin Williams. But even when he's on the field, his presence, it helps. But I would like for him to start making more of an impact in when he's singled up. Not saying he hasn't, but I'm just putting it out there. I want to see him make more of an impact, and I still think he's one of the best at his position, top 3 for sure. However you want to, top 3, top 4, however you want to say it. But yeah, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is done. To answer that question, a lot of things happened in that game. A lot of good. It was some good. It was some fucking bad. The first interception is when things started to go bad. And I know a lot of people want to blame Garrett Wilson, but
That wasn't that the second one?
yes, that was the second one.
Okay.
But that first one was on Aaron Rodgers. He had
I,
Brees
I,
Hall.
absolutely.
He had Brees Hall right in his face. And I don't know if he was expecting Garrett Wilson to run like the route he ran. If he would have, it's like he was expecting him to go straight and then hit the post. So he threw it to where he thought Garrett Wilson was going. So in a lot of these interceptions, it's like he's guessing wrong. But on that play in particular, he had Brees Hall. It's like he's getting greedy. He was trying to get greedy. Like, bro, we up 15-6, bro. You don't got to get greedy. At worst, we punt the ball, and we can get good field position if we stop them again. But that second one, oh my goodness, I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. I honestly, I didn't even make it to the third quarter, bro. I, well, fourth quarter, I turned that shit off quick.
That second interception was a mix of both, but more so on Garrett.
It was,
Uh,
it was on Garrett, but it's one of them things like damn, bro. Like, can we catch a fucking break? Like,
yeah,
but
it
like,
was it was more so on Garrett the second one, but yeah, like you said, that first one ruined the game because we had all the momentum on our side.
yeah.
We had him right where we wanted him, and he just makes a horrible decision.
And that's
And
the thing with him. I never saw Aaron Rodgers make decisions the way he's making them. Like, this is fucking Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like, he is not careless with the football. He's never been careless with the football. I just feel like it's like he's not trusting what he's seeing when it's the middle of the field. On the outside, it's perfect. And it was one particular play. Uh, it was I know Garrett Wilson ended up catching the ball, but he had Devontae Adams going up the sideline to the corner, and then the safety. They went towards him, and then they left Garrett wide open in the middle of the field. He caught it, and it was a first down. That type of shit right there is why we got Devontae Adams to shore up a lot of things with Garrett Wilson, Lazard, Brees Hall, like all these players I'm naming, they had so much space. Like it was incredible to see for that short amount of time. But we 2-5. It's a short week because we got Sunday and then we play Thursday. So and then Thursday we got next Thursday we got the Texans. So these are these are two must-win games, bro. Must win. We gotta win these next. Well, really three. I think we can go. I think we can go on a run, bro. We definitely can. We just have to get healthy. And like I said, getting DJ Reed, Michael Carter back on the fold of things, that's gonna help. But none of this matters if Aaron Rodgers does not hold on to the football. Run the ball more. Stop trying to air it out. Run the ball. I'm not saying go 08, 09 Jets and just ground and pound, but run. Like, Brees Hall should at least have 20 carries. He had 12. He could have got 8 more. And then he's catching out of the backfield. That's going to help too. So I'm just saying, bro, like we there. It's like we close, but shit just don't happen, bro. All we got to do is win one game, bro, and get the energy going. But that's all I got to say about that.
Man. Like I said, man, when it comes to this team, they can hurt you, bro. They can really, really hurt you. Like, there's no reason why that game wasn't winnable.
Shit, the last fucking two,
We
three games
had
winnable.
we had every opportunity to win that game, and
We really could be 5-2 right now. I'm so serious.
we're up 15. We're up 15-6, and I believe that's when he threw the interception.
Yeah, he
You're
threw.
up 15-6. You get the ball, your own 7-yard line. You're driving, throw the ball over the middle, and it's picked off. Steelers go down, score a touchdown. Literally, you got the ball. I believe it's like they only had like less than 3 minutes left in the half, I believe.
Yeah,
And you got an opportunity to put more points on the board, really put a dagger in them on a team that's playing with their first game with their quarterback coming back who hasn't played all season. And you force a pass into coverage, it's intercepted, give up a touchdown, come back out of half, and you come back with no energy. First drive, punt. They come down, get a field goal, take the lead, then you throw another interception, regardless of who it's on. They score a touchdown, then we miss a field goal, and it's just stuff like that just starts to add up. And when you're not a good enough team to overcome the mistakes, this is what happens.
that
Like,
D-line need to man the fuck up.
like when it comes to what Damian Woody said, like when you have a team of just names, they're not
A team.
a team. That's what we have. You have Aaron Rodgers, you got Brees Hall, you got Devontae Adams, you got Garrett Wilson, Quentin Williams, C.J. Mosley, Sauce. It's a lot of names. They're not playing like the Jets.
They're not playing. They don't have that camaraderie.
And just looking at it, you're going back over it. You not to go back, but you fired your coach. You fired your coach. You're now 0-2 without him.
Shit, we could be 0-2 with them. To be honest,
you got the Patriots this week. Obviously, we know the Patriots not a good team.
Nothing is guaranteed with this team.
You lose this game,
It's over.
you lose a game to the Patriots that you should not lose.
It's over.
Then somebody else besides Robert Saleh should be getting fired. Who? I have no idea. But somebody should be getting fired or some players should be getting traded. Because there's no reason for that.
We will see what this team is made of. I think we bounce back. And I'm not just talking about this game Sunday. I'm talking about going forward. Only way I'm giving up on this team is if we lose this Sunday to the fucking Patriots. And this will be the first time in how many years? If we sweep them, if we sweep them in 1 year. So, we just got to get a win, bro. Get some positivity going in the air. Get that energy going.
That's nice. And we had a win. We had a win earlier this season against against the Patriots. We had a win against the Patriots.
I was our last win.
And then you bounce back the week after and score 9 points against the Broncos. So this team got to put together more than one win for me to start to believe again. And right now I can't see it. You've got players injured. Like your best defensive back this season is hurt. He may play, he may not play.
Reed playing. DJ Reed playing.
Even then, how healthy is he? Even if he plays, but it's the Patriots. They ain't really got receivers that can threaten you. But still, Michael Carter been hurt since week 2.
He gonna be hurt season, bro, because he been. They said that like week 1, it's really his ankle. His ankle been bothering him, in the offseason. So
And that's what I'm saying. It's just a lot of things that could go wrong, that's going wrong, and bringing in Devontae Adams was really just patchwork. It was like putting a piece of tape over a fucking leak in your tire or something like that. It's not gonna fix everything. Hassan Reddick could help, but
hey, that nigga, that's probably bigger news than Adams.
it's definitely bigger news than Devontae Adams, because as much as I like Devontae and the connection he has with Aaron Rodgers, the defense been the problem, the true problem.
The D line, bro, the
Like, you
fucking
can't.
D line.
We literally looking at it. I believe we like ranked 28th or 29th in the league in stopping the run.
I thought it was 17th.
No, stopping the run? No,
I thought we were second in pass and second in total and 17th in running. I thought I saw that during the game. Like, I'm saying, like, now it's probably different, but I'm telling you, bro, people forget we have a whole new D line. We don't have the same D line we had the last 2 years. People forget that.
No, it's some new players, but this scheme has been horrible as far as stopping the run since Robert Saleh got here. Like, we've been great against the pass. We've always been great against the pass, but stopping the run, we've been horrible. That's been the Achilles heel of the defense, and we still haven't gotten it fixed yet. So I don't know, bro. It's just there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing about this team that gives me hope that we're gonna be able to just turn this thing around and do what needs to be done. They gotta win. You gotta win more than one game for me to see that.
We win. We win Sunday and we win Thursday. Shit, energy's gonna be different, bro. I'm telling you.
Still not gonna be different for me.
It's gonna be different, bro.
Not gonna be different for me, bro. You got to do more than put 2 wins together.
Shit, look at the fucking schedule. It's possible to win. It's possible. How many more games we got left? 7. We got.
It don't matter how many we got left.
We got 9.
We just looking at what we doing right now. That shit is horrible.
But I'm saying, yeah, it's horrible, bro. But I can see, like, if we just had a terrible schedule, that's the only reason why I'm holding out hope, because of the schedule.
It don't matter what the names look like on the schedule. Shit, we 2-5. The name on the schedule don't mean anything.
But like, it do though, bro. Because look who we done been playing though.
We've played trash teams too, and we look like trash.
We beat our 2 wins against the Titans and the Patriots. Those is trash teams. Our losses, bro. I'm saying, but look at the losses though, Michael. The losses against teams with good records. So I can't really just bat an eye and say, okay, I can't have hope, because look who else we got to play. That's the only reason why I'm giving out hope. We don't really have a tough schedule left.
Bro.
That's what the only reason.
We've lost to the 49ers. The 49ers are 3-4. We lost to the Broncos. They're 4-3.
Yeah, they 4-3.
We lost to the Vikings. The Vikings are 5-1.
Yeah.
We lost to the Bills. The Bills are what, 5-2?
Yes.
Or 4-2?
All these teams you naming got good records, except for the Niners. And then the Steelers, they 4-2 now? So
the records don't concern me. It's the fact that you losing games that you shouldn't lose.
I agree with you there. I agree.
Like, we can't sit here and say all these teams had good records. The only game that we haven't been in was the 49ers game and the Steelers game in the second half. But technically, the Steelers game, we were winning.
I mean, the Niners game, though, like...
The Niners game was game 1, so if you want to throw that one out the window, I'll get that. Bro, we played the Broncos. You scored 9 points.
I don't have nothing to say.
You played the Vikings. You were winning that game. Then your quarterback forgot how to play football. You played the Bills. You were winning that game. Then you forgot how to play defense. Then you played the Steelers, and then you forgot how to play football all over again. So there's nothing that's showing hope. Like, bro, we're playing the Patriots. even though we beat the Patriots, they have a different quarterback now. They have a little hope because they've been playing better. We don't know what's going to happen. We should win, yes. But going forward, we're playing the Texans on Thursday. No, we shouldn't win.
We should win, bro, but we still got to play, bro. Just don't complete or it's over, bro. You got to have some hope.
I didn't say anything about it's over. It's just there's nothing that's giving me hope and showing potential of us turning this around right now. And it starts with the guy wearing number 8. That's where it starts. It starts with him. You're literally bottom 5 in completion percentage right now in the NFL. That's never been Aaron Rodgers ever. Yeah. And that's a trend that's been going on not just this year, his last year in Green Bay. This is how he was playing. We brought him in thinking it would be different if we gave him better weapons. You got better weapons and you still turning the ball over. We thought we had a better offensive line. We can't even run the football.
Yeah, we should be. That should be the thing we should be doing. But we can't.
We can't run the football. Defense, we getting penalty after penalty on defense. We can't get pressure outside of 2 people on the D line. Our best linebacker is a young kid who's still trying to learn on the go. Our best cornerback, or supposed to be our best cornerback, been getting killed all season. So and our safety room is led by a guy that was an undrafted free agent.
Wait, who?
Tony Adams.
Oh yeah.
Bro, there's not much hope, and our new head coach is our defensive coordinator. Our defenses look like trash for the last 2 games.
I feel like much on his plate, bro. He's not used to it. He got
no, he's not. But that's why you don't fire your coach in 5 games into the season, because now you put too much on somebody's plate who's not ready for it.
The person we need to be blaming is the one who ain't suiting up. But I'm gonna leave that for another day.
It's always been more blame should be on the guys that put the team together than the actual team, because they put this shit together.
I'm not talking about Douglas.
Joe Douglas has a part in it, but no, it's Woody Johnson. It's clearly him, because he's basically turning into a mini version of Jerry Jones. That's what he's turning into. He's got his hand in too much shit, and it's causing all this shit to go to shit. And
then this nigga got the nerve to up ticket prices next year.
Well, I can tell you ain't gonna catch me in the stadium. I was just saying, unless they turn this shit around. That's all I'm saying about that.
I believe they're gonna turn it around. I hope so. I hope so.
But while we talking about NFL, give me your top 5 MVP candidates right now.
Top 5?
No, it don't have to be in order. Just give me your top 5 MVP candidates.
I got Jared Goff, Lamar, Jordan Love, I gotta throw Derrick Henry in there, bro. I gotta throw Derrick Henry in there. MVP. I'm gonna say Jaden Daniels.
Okay. It's actually not a bad list.
But I don't necessarily think Lamar Jackson is probably the top dog, but Goff is bro, the football he playing right now. And I got something to say. I love Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar Jackson. I love him, bro. Love him. Resume, ridiculous. I'm tired of people saying he don't it's like this. When he performs how he's performing now, and then they get to the playoffs, I'm not saying you said this, but I'm just saying people in general. He'll be performing how he's performing now, get to the playoffs, and they lose, oh, he need a wide receiver one. Well, why weren't y'all like y'all were saying this during the season? It's like every time they lose, oh, he don't got a wide receiver one. That's why they lost. But when they winning and he's performing how he's performing, oh, it's Lamar the man and he better than Mahomes. There's nothing that Mahomes can do that Lamar can do, and this blase, and he playing under a coach who don't know what the fuck he doing. I'm just that confuses me. It always has. Because it's like every time he lose in the playoffs, he gets excuses. And I'm not trying to hit at. I'm not saying it's always been him. It's not always been him. It's definitely not always been him. But I just I don't like that. I really don't. Bateman been balling out. Lamar is, he's putting some trust in him. Henry, obviously, we already know what Derrick Henry been doing. There's no need for all that. No explanation. But yeah, that just confuses me. It's like when he lose, oh, he needed a wide receiver one. Oh, I'm blaming the coach. Huh? No player is above criticism, bro. And we fans, we know what we see. I just don't like that. It's like the moment somebody slanders him for bad play is, oh, he don't got no receiver one. Okay, well, I mean, he's performing well without one. So he gets to the postseason and he performs, and let's just say if he was to play bad, their excuse, he don't have a receiver one, or Harbaugh don't know what he's doing, or it's the OC fault. Like, bro, Lamar has a good supporting cast, dog. Like, I don't think people understand that. He has a solid supporting cast. I must be the only one who think he do. Just because he don't have a elite name on paper as a bona fide superstar at wide receiver, that don't mean he don't got a good cast. That tight end room, Zay Flowers is no scrub. That's your boy. You know that. Bateman's starting to play ball. I mean, Hill and Henry, I mean, what we talking about, bro? I'm just curious. I'm really curious. Like, why do he get, oh, he don't got no receiver one. He don't got no real good supporting cast. Like, really, bro? That's what we doing? Like, don't get me wrong. He's the MVP right now. Probably will win the MVP, but I do think Jared Goff, he right there. Because, bro, he hooping. He hooping. But, yeah, that's just what I had to say.
Since you said that, what quarterbacks does Lamar Jackson usually get put into a grouping with, as far as the being the best or where he falls in the league? What other quarterbacks' names get put into those conversations with him?
Are we including Mahomes or excluding Mahomes?
You can include Mahomes.
He gets thrown in Mahomes, Josh Allen, Burrow, names like that. Even,
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to say Herbert, but they try to throw Herbert in there, and obviously CJ Stroud.
Okay. So since his name gets thrown into those conversations, since Lamar's been the starting quarterback, has he had, and this is not, I'm just asking questions. Has he had a receiver on the level of Tyreek Hill?
I know what it's going. I already know what it's going.
I'm just asking questions. Has he had a receiver on the level of Tyreek Hill?
He hasn't.
Has he had a receiver on the level of Jamar Chase?
No.
Has he had a receiver on the level of T. Higgins?
Nah.
Has he had a receiver like Stephon Diggs?
No.
Has he had a tight end like Travis Kelce?
Mark Andrews has never been a scrub. We
I
not.
I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth.
I know what it's going, and I know where you. I know
don't
what it's going.
don't put words in my mouth.
No,
All
I know
is,
what you trying to say. Bro, you do this all the time.
No,
you
no.
All I
did was ask.
No.
All I did was ask a question. So he hasn't had Travis Kelce.
Mark
Andrews is a great tight end, top 5 tight end in the league.
Yes,
for a long time, for my opinion.
But and then Likely is a.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You jumping the gun. You jumping the gun. You jumping the gun. Isaiah Likely has not become Isaiah Likely until this year. This is only year 2.
But he's a beast, though. I'm giving him.
He is. But this is year 2. Lamar has been the starting quarterback for the Ravens for how long? This is year 6 or 7?
Something like that.
This is year 2 for Likely. So he's only been here for 2 out of 6, let's say 6 years. Why is it that when people say Lamar deserves a wide receiver 1, we can't give it to him? He shouldn't have that. We shouldn't use that. Nobody uses it as an excuse. They just look at what he has on the field, and when he plays, when other players get into the playoffs, they have wide receiver 1s. They have tight end 1s. All he had before this year was a tight end 1. He didn't have a wide receiver 1. We can go back and look at Lamar Jackson and look at his playoff games, the ones that he's lost, since everybody likes to bring up his playoff record and how he doesn't play so well. We go back. He's been in the playoffs 4 years. He was 21, 22, 23, and he was 26 last season. That was his 4 times being in the playoffs. His wide receiver 1s on those teams, and even then, he took over for Joe Flacco later in the season, and his wide receiver 1 that year was John Brown. John Brown, Willie Snead, Michael Crabtree, Mark Andrews. That was the top 4 pass catchers in his first time being in the playoffs in 2018. His next time being in the playoffs was 2019. He was the man that season. He played 15 of the games. Great season.
That was right?
Yeah, that was MVP. Now we go into his leading receivers. It was Mark Andrews, who's only started 4 games, Marquise Brown, Hayden Hurst, Willie Snead. That was his top 4 receivers that season. That was his top 4. The next year, they went 11-5 when they lost in the playoffs. They actually beat Tennessee in the first game, then they lost to Buffalo in the second game. Once again, Lamar's the starting quarterback. His top 4 receivers that year: Marquise Brown, Mark Andrews, Willie Snead, and Devin Duvernay.
This was in 2021?
That's 2020, 2021, yes.
Marquise Brown had a stack that year.
No, this year he didn't.
2021. I said 2021.
No, 2021 was technically the next year. 2020 was the year. Marquise Brown had 769 yards.
Yeah. Then the next year he had 1,000.
Yes.
Bro,
the next year.
No, that's what I'm saying. He not
the next year. The next year, Marquise Brown had 1,000. Lamar played 12 games. He didn't play the whole season. They finished 8-9. In the games that Lamar started, they were 7-5.
Well, he got hurt.
When Tyler Huntley started, it was 1-3.
Didn't they almost beat somebody with him or some shit like in the playoffs? It was something like they almost beat the Bengals.
Yeah, that was 2022. Lamar got hurt again.
Yeah.
He didn't play in the playoffs. Tyler Huntley played some games, and Anthony Brown played a game.
Filthy.
Yeah, that year was when they barely lost to the Bengals. It was 24-17. Last year, they beat the Texans killed the Texans last
Yeah,
year,
I remember that. Yeah,
and then lost 17-10 to the Chiefs.
that was a good game.
It was a damn good game. Remember, Lamar had a turnover, and Zay Flowers decided he was going to Superman dive into the end zone, and Jerry Sneed knocked the ball out of his hands. But once again, his best receiver that year, Zay Flowers. He had Odell Beckham, Mark
But
Andrews, and Isaiah Likely. That was his top 4 targets. He's never had a bona fide number 1 wide receiver in his career. Never. Ever. All these other guys have had that. And they've all had good tight end rooms. All of them. Shit.
so what? So let me
Joe
ask you.
Burrow, if we gonna bring those,
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I don't think they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
They probably won't.
So what's gonna be? So what will be the what? And let's say I don't want to say he's gonna play bad or good, but let's just say let's just say they lose. Okay, fuck it. Let's say they lose and he doesn't play up to the level we know he can play. What will be the reason?
We'll see when they get there. But this is the thing. This is the thing that I want people to understand. What other quarterback are we expecting to play at the level that Lamar Jackson is expected to play at? There's nobody else other than that guy in Kansas City that we expect to play at this level.
I agree. But
And then when he doesn't play at that level and they lose, all of a sudden it's, oh well, he's not good or this, that, and the other. Why are we saying that? Like that doesn't make sense.
No, I'm not. No, I agree what you're saying. What I'm saying is, if he doesn't play well, that's always the excuse. Why can't it just be, bruh, he just didn't play a good game? It's always he didn't have a receiver one. I'm not knocking him saying he never had a receiver one because he never did.
No, the argument honestly has never been that he's never had a receiver one. It's always been that Lamar doesn't play good. That's always been the argument when it comes to him in the playoffs is Lamar hasn't played good, which is technically a lie. Which
I feel like
I'm gonna just say that we expecting him to literally be Superman, and every other piece on the team is just there along for the ride.
I'll say this: that game against the Chiefs last year, he left some shit on the field.
No, he absolutely did. He will tell you that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they were only in that position because of him.
I'm not gonna,
literally.
I'm not gonna say they lost all because of him, because Zay Flowers, that was about to be a touchdown, and I don't know. Snead just made a hell of a play, so I can't really say anything, but I do feel like he left some things on the field. Like it was plenty of times he could have ran the ball, used his legs, but he just didn't. But
he does, and that's the unfortunate circumstance of how it goes. And he hasn't won the big game yet. At the same time, I could say that people putting Joe Burrow in that conversation when they made that run to the Super Bowl, they didn't score more than 21 points in any of their games.
You know why they put him there.
So,
because I feel like this. I only think there's 2 quarterbacks in the league right now. Well, obviously Mahomes struggling right now, but all around period, those are the 2 best quarterbacks. We just gonna get that out the way.
Yeah, they've always been the 2 best quarterbacks, and they separated themselves from the pack.
Yes.
The next group can have those other guys in it, but if we want to be honest, right now, the number 3 guy should be Jared Goff, and that's just where it should stand right now. So,
anytime I can't ignore what Josh Allen doing. He's not turning the ball over, so that's good for him.
Yeah, he's not turning it over, but he's also completing 63% of his passes, which is good, but it's not elite.
Right.
Especially when you look at the fact that the threat of the running game with him and James Cook should allow for easier completions. And you can't say you don't have receivers open because you definitely got receivers open, but he's also not turning the ball over. I give him props for that. He can be below Jared Goff. He can't be above Jared Goff right now. When you talk about a guy that's gone 4 games with throwing more touchdowns than incomplete passes, there's no conversation to be had.
I I think that OC got a lot to do with that.
No, Ben Johnson a dog, but Jared Goff was playing this way when he was in LA with the Rams.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Everybody holds that one game against him when they didn't play well, which in that game, that was a defensive struggle. Neither quarterback played well. The final score was what, 13-3?
That was probably that was the equivalent of the Magic and the Lakers in the finals.
Like that game was not good quarterback play at all, but it was the highest level of football. That was literally like when Bama and LSU played that 9-6 game. That's literally what it looked like. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But they hold that game against Jared Goff, and Jared Goff has always been a good quarterback. Even when he was young, he was a good quarterback. Now he's an elite quarterback.
I think people forget that he was the number one pick. Like,
yes, literally the number one pick came from Cal, and everybody was like, "Oh, he coming from an air raid offense. This ain't gonna work."
You want to know what it is, though, bro? Like you said it, you pretty much hit it on the nail. He was playing like that in LA, but Dan Campbell brought something out of him that mentality, like
that team has adapted the mentality of Dan Campbell. Yeah. He has them playing perfect football, and Ben Johnson is the perfect play caller for him. But also at the same time, he's able to do this because they win games in the trenches. They don't win games on the outside. They have great playmakers. They got Jameson Williams, got Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got Sam Laporta. You got Gibbs. You got Montgomery. That's great. You got Brian Branch. You got Terrion Arnold. You got Carl Davis.
Brian Branch, bro.
That is great. But they're winning these games because they literally have the best offensive line in football, their defensive line has been dominant. That's why they're winning games.
What's that linebacker they got? That middle linebacker,
Jack Campbell.
Yeah, him.
The one that people said they were stupid for taking when they traded up to get him.
Yes.
And he's been amazing since he got in the league. Like, that's why listening to what analysts say and not just doing what you want to do is stupid, because that's how you end up taking people that don't deserve to be taken.
Hey,
that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's how Lamar Jackson fell to 32. That's how Brian Branch fell to the second round.
Branch is a fucking beast, bro.
That's how things happen, and the Lions are playing great football, bro. That game against the Vikings so far has been the game of the year. And that last drive by the Lions was just absolute perfection. No, he's not going to the Cowboys because the Cowboys suck. We're not talking about the Cowboys right now. If Ben Johnson go anywhere, he's gonna be the next coach of the New York Jets. But and he can bring along Bryce Young with him.
Man, draft a quarterback. Fuck that.
I mean,
I want Cam.
I ain't drafting none of them first round.
Yeah, you know that's gonna happen though, bro.
Hell no, I wouldn't do that.
Man, bro, you probably you say that, but bro, it's gonna happen. I know you wouldn't, but it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen.
I look at all these guys and I'm not touching any. If I'm picking for the Jets, I'm not drafting any of these guys.
No, hold on, wait. So who are you picking for the Jets? Let's say we get a mid first round pick or something like that. Who you taking? No, what position you taking, not who you taking. We went OL last year.
I wouldn't mind going back to OL this year. I wouldn't mind it, but I also wouldn't mind going back to the D line either. Everybody gonna be like, well, defensive line, you always drafting defensive line first round because you gotta win in the trenches. You have to. That's how this shit works.
Yeah, people laugh when we drafted Will McDonald. I was optimistic. I didn't know what to expect, or I wasn't putting a lot of hope in it. I mean, but I wasn't for it. I wasn't against it. I just wanted to see. But he's playing good ball right now.
But this draft is heavy on the trenches, and right now, technically we projected to have pick number 5. Honestly, I don't expect us to be at number 5 once the season's over. I expect us to be in that mid-teens range. which you can find something in that range with ease,
Uh,
in a lot of different spots. But I would go back to
we need a fucking safety, bro. I'm done.
I'm looking at the safeties in the draft, and there's none that I would touch in the first round. Um, I would not be upset if we took a DB, as long as it's not a guy from Ohio State or that guy that wears 24 for Georgia. I'm fine with that. If I had to pick a DB, and I know I can't get Travis Hunter, Will Johnson would be a great pick.
Man,
I don't think he makes it to that spot, but I wouldn't mind taking him. I really like James. I like James Pierce from Tennessee, dog. I really do. But when you just drafted an edge in the middle first round 2 years ago, and you got Jermaine Johnson coming back from injury,
and you about to Riddick, so
I don't think they're gonna pay us on unless he just go crazy through these last couple games, which he could do. Like,
it's
I
possible.
mean, he can, but I don't know if they're gonna pay him what he wants.
Hey man, listen. I'm gonna say this. Off the draft talk, the NFC North, them teams playing some good ball, bro.
That shit is honestly a bloodbath right now.
And it's crazy.
The crazy thing is the Bears are the worst team, and they actually better than 50% of the rest of the NFC. Like, that's the crazy part.
Got a question for you.
Go ahead.
We gonna play we gonna play a game. Blip or trend. We're gonna play a game. So obviously, you know, the Niners, they've been struggling. So, oh shit, damn, I forgot what I was about to ask. Oh nah, there we go. So they are currently, what's their record? They are 3-4. Blip or trend?
For the Niners,
Yes. They are 3.
trend. The reason I say that,
Bro, they next 4 games. No, they next 5 games. Now, let's break this down before you explain. The next 5. Give me their record. Dallas at home, at Tampa Bay, Seattle at home, at Green Bay, at Buffalo.
2-3. Now say the games again.
Dallas
Win. It's the Cowboys. It sucks.
at Tampa Bay.
Win. Tampa Bay just lost Mike Evans and Godwin, so their season about to be over with too.
At home against Seattle.
Toss up. I'll give Seattle the win. I think Seattle is a better team right now, but I can see that game going either way.
At Green Bay.
Loss.
At Buffalo.
Loss.
So I think you said
I said 2-3, and I'm gonna stick with it. I think Seattle beats them right now.
they 3-4 right now, so that's 5-7.
They would literally have to win every game the rest of the season to even have a chance.
Looking at their next after that, looking at the next 5 games after Buffalo, they can definitely win the next 5. I don't know about that Detroit one though. Well, shit.
They not beating Detroit.
Yeah. So, do they make the play?
As of right now, I'll say no, because There's 7 teams right now. Right now at this moment I have Seattle winning the West. Um, I still have Atlanta winning the South. I have 3 teams coming out of the North,
So let me
and
ask you.
that leaves 2 teams from the NFC East, and I believe one of them is going to be the Eagles, and the other one is going to be the Commanders.
Is their championship window closed?
I don't think so. They're still a good team, but they're going to have to replace some pieces. Like I think Trent Williams is retiring after the season. Um, CMC, he's what 30 now, and it's
28, 29.
yeah, it's about to go downhill from here. Um, I don't know if Brandon. I don't know how long Brandon Ayuk wants to be in San Fran anymore. Um, that defense, while it's been really great, they're gonna have to pay a lot of people, and I think teams have started to kind of figure out Brock Purdy a little bit. So he better hope CMC come back ready to play, or else they in deep trouble. Because as you can see, he makes that offense go. Not Debo Samuel, not George Kittle, and I love George Kittle. Not Brandon Ayuk, CMC, which everybody knows that. But he's such a big piece of the offense that they need him to be successful. So, yeah, I'm gonna say Trent.
Okay. Trent. All right. I got another one for you. Blip or Trent? So the Dallas Cowboys are 3-3 right now. They're third in the NFCs. Blip or Trent?
Trent. Those guys suck. Um,
So you think you're trending them to go up?
no, hell no. Hell no. Right now I'm trending them. They lucky. They lucky Jaden Daniels is hurt. If he wasn't hurt, we would. Now I will say this:
They
Marcus Mariota played really well in relief, but
they,
I
they
still I still believe if Washington makes one move, they are a better team than Dallas right now.
bro, I think they need to go after
They need another corner. They need another corner.
a corner and a receiver.
I think their receiver room can get by. I would like them to get another receiver, which I mean, I got one on my team right now. If you want to come and get him, but
Corners though.
uh,
Who I heard you say corners. Who would you like them to go after? Who you think?
uh, well, you would have to look at the teams that's struggling a little bit.
I know
Uh,
a lot of people been throwing Greg Newsome name out there for a lot of teams.
yeah, they've been throwing his name around. They obviously gonna throw Denzel Ward's name around, obviously because they're not winning. Tennessee has already started to sell players for cheap. So if you want to go on their roster and steal some players, that's a defense that you should want to go after because they defense is hella good.
I would,
Um,
and they just signed him too.
who?
The Titans. I will go after Snead in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, you ain't getting him. But I mean, it's some other names on there. I mean, if you want a safety, Amani Hooker is a good one.
Yeah, Monty Hook.
If you want somebody to rush the passer, Harold Landry is right there.
Shit.
You're not getting Jeffrey Simmons. You can leave that alone. Um, but they got some players on that team, man. If you want to go after them, I'm looking at some other teams, seeing who's sellers. I done heard a lot of talk about the Rams. They tried to trade Cooper Kupp. There's been a lot of talk about Matthew Stafford possibly being on the move again.
What?
First of all, that whole conversation about Matthew Stafford and and Sam Darnold, that's would be stupid to do.
Where would you like to see Cooper Kupp at?
Where would I like to see him?
Yeah. I thought he was gonna go to KC.
I don't think the Rams want to help KC. I think they would like to, but
I saw they didn't want to.
They didn't want to give up enough for him, and also his contract is too big for them to take on. Hell, we talked about him. Baltimore would be a great spot for him. Shit, Dallas should be calling right now because that wide receiver room is ass juice. Well, their whole team is ass juice anyway.
I think they said Deontay Johnson gonna get traded too.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's been on the block for all season. I think he's good, but he's not gonna move the needle for many people. I think he's a good receiver though.
I think he's a good too.
I'm looking at it right now, bro. If I'm Washington, the Chargers, if I'm Washington or the Chargers, why would you not push to go get a guy right now? Like Washington right now, you sitting at the top of the East. Philadelphia is a half game behind. You basically almost 2 games up on Dallas. And if you the Chargers, Kansas City is 6-0. But looking at the rest of you right there with the rest, like you have the division leaders, obviously Buffalo leading, Pittsburgh and Baltimore leading. They gonna be in. So that's 3. You got Houston right now, that's 4. Denver is 4-3. You're right there with them. Cincinnati is 3-4. You have a chance to make the playoffs. Bro, I was literally watching that game, and I'm trying to figure out who the hell Justin Herbert was throwing the football to. And he was throwing darts. I'm talking about on the money. And literally, I have no idea who's catching these passes. All they said was number 81, and I'm like, who the fuck is 81? Who is this? They was like, oh, that's what's his name? Will Disley or something like that. And I'm like, bro, okay, who is that? Like, bro, find this man a receiver, bro. Like, literally. Mike Williams, if y'all want to take Mike Williams back, we'll give him to y'all. Y'all can have him. Like, literally. Give this man a receiver, bro. Like, hell, go get Cooper Kupp. He right there, bro. He right down the street. Go get him. Stop throwing away Justin Herbert's prime years. Like, that man out there literally fighting for his life.
That man throwing at us.
So go get him some help. That's all I can say about that. Yeah. But we don't had a long conversation. Let's get into some picks, man. We moving into week 8 NFL? Like yeah, we're moving into week 8. Let's chop it up. First game we're gonna pick is tomorrow night. Vikings at Rams. Who you got? Come on, bro. Come on.
Got Vikings.
Vikings as well. Next up, Jets at Patriots.
Jets.
Score.
27-13.
Right around mine. I got Jets as well. I said 24-13.
I was gonna say that.
Eagles at Bengals.
Ooh. Bengals.
That's a tough one for me to pick because I really want to say the Bengals, but because I don't like Justin. I don't like Jalen Hurts, bro. it's just something about watching that guy play that just don't sit right with me. And I know Philadelphia loves him, but I'm gonna just say this. If you had a chance right now, if you the Eagles, and the Rams called you up and said, you know what, I'll take Jalen Hurts if you want to take Matthew Stafford's salary, what are you doing?
I'll do that shit in a heartbeat. Matthew Stafford? Bro, what? I'll do that shit in a heartbeat.
Bro, I like Jalen Hurts as a person, but as my starting quarterback, I wouldn't want him on my team.
I will do that shit in a heartbeat, bro.
But in this case, I'm still taking the Eagles to win the game. But I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a close one. Packers at Jaguars.
Packers.
I got the Packers as well. Titans at Lions. We're not picking that. We can skip that. Falcons at Bucks.
Falcons at Bucks. Falcons at Bucks. I'm gonna take the Falcons.
I'm gonna take the Falcons as well. No Chris Godwin, no Mike Evans. Yeah. Give me the Falcons. Cardinals at Dolphins. Tua is back. Just letting you know.
Uh, I'm gonna say the Cardinals.
I'm gonna go Dolphins. I'm gonna stick with it. Ravens at Browns. Can Jameis Winston do it?
I mean, you can't spell win. You can't spell Winston without spelling win. Nah, I got the Ravens, bro.
Ravens as well, bro. Colts at Texans.
Texans.
For the division lead right there. But I got Texans as well. Saints at Chargers. Don't get jumped, bro. That's all I gotta say.
I got the Chargers, bro.
I got the Chargers as well. Bills at Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks too. Give me the Seahawks. Bears at Commanders. I don't believe Jaden is playing. I don't believe.
Yeah, he was playing. I said he was good. He just had to hold on.
Let me check, but
He missed practice. It continues week of uncertainty. Week to week.
If he doesn't play,
yeah,
Marcus Mariota will be starting.
If he plays, I got. If he plays, I got the Commanders. If he doesn't, I got the Bears.
I'm gonna take the Commanders no matter what because I like Marcus Mariota too. Not as a full-time starter, but I think he's gonna be good enough to keep them afloat.
Yeah,
I'll say that. God damn. Shout out to the Orlando Magic. Just throwing this in here. They beating the shit out of the Miami Heat right now.
man.
By 30. Just throwing that out there because it popped up on my Twitter, so I was just saying that. Back to the picks though. I got Washington. Panthers at Broncos.
Broncos
as well. Chiefs at Raiders.
Chiefs
as well. Cowboys at Niners.
Niners
as well. Monday night Giants at Steelers.
Yeah, let's go to college football, bro.
Steeler Nation. Let's ride.
Oh yeah.
College football. Biggest news in college football today. Grayson McCall retired from football.
Really?
Yes. He no longer plays football.
Didn't know that.
He's one of these smart players that got a concussion and said, I'm hanging it up. Tua, take notes. Smart decision for the kid, man.
Yeah. Salute to Grayson McCall, man. Get out of there while you can, bro. I'm wishing the best for you, bro.
Also, second biggest news. Colin Lacey from Louisville opted out of the remainder of the season. which is just crazy to me. All these players are just quitting in the middle of the season. Is just wild.
It's definitely wild.
Uh, yeah, that's wild. But what are you looking forward to in college football this week, man?
Bro, I'm looking forward to see how Alabama bounce back.
This week they have what, Missouri. Mm,
That's a pick 'em.
they have to come out and play well early. Um, I believe they're putting way too much on the shoulders of number 4, and not relying on the running backs to help him.
What?
Like their running game is pretty good. Like that's what I'm not understanding. I know he's a part of it, but like I just don't get it.
Why do they have this man trying to be a pocket passer?
That's just what that's just how Kalen's system has always been set up. He's always had a drop back passer, and it's just
Nah.
while he can win from the pocket, you're not playing to his strength.
Yes. Bro, he had Ryan Williams wide the fuck open.
He had a lot of they
Yeah.
had a lot of open receivers in that
Bro,
game.
he hit Ryan Williams,
That's
bro. That's a
that
touchdown.
honestly outside of the first game last season, I think that's the worst game I've seen Jalen Milroe play at quarterback.
Hey, bro.
Like it wasn't good, and it wasted a very good defensive effort by them. They played well on defense in that game, but Tennessee defense ain't no slouch. Like Tennessee has a really good defense,
Yeah, they do.
and that front four was causing some problems.
Yeah, they
But
Tennessee got a good defense.
but that was a game that Alabama should have won. But for me, I think the game that I'm looking forward to the most is it probably has to be Notre Dame and Navy.
It's a. Let me ask you this. Obviously, don't pick the game yet. How you feel about Texas Vanderbilt?
Texas is gonna blow them out. It's as simple as that. Vanderbilt has had a great season. Texas coming off that very, very disappointing loss, and also to you Texas fans that was throwing bottles and shit during the game, y'all some hoes.
I ain't watched that game for
Y'all
real.
some hoes. Georgia honestly should have blew them off the field, but Carson Beck was looking like Nathan Peterman in the first half.
I
Now
said, wow.
he bounced back in the second half, and I still think he's a good quarterback, but he pressing too much, bro.
He threw 3 picks.
He trying to do way too much. Like, bro, your team is good enough for you to not have to be Superman, bro. Just play within the offense, and you'll be just fine. Like,
Yeah.
maybe the draft hype was getting to him, this, that, and the other, but bro, all you gotta do is play within the offense, and your team gonna be fine. You
Yep.
don't have to do too much. But like I said, the game I'm looking forward to is Notre Dame and Navy. Navy has my number 2 in the Heisman voting right now. If you don't know, just go look up the name, and then you'll know who I'm talking about. He plays quarterback for Navy. His name is Blake Horvath. Y'all know Navy never throws the football, but he has 888 passing yards, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception, and rushing. The rushing numbers is what's crazy. He has 621 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns. So he's accounted for 20 touchdowns total. 20. He's doing his job, and Navy is undefeated.
Wow.
So if they beat Notre Dame this week, him and Ashton is 1 and 2 in the Heisman, and they running away from people right now. So
Damn, no love for Cam Ward?
I love Cam. Cam has been great, but people love the Cinderella stories. You know how that goes. And Ashton been the best player in college football all year. And like I said, once again, Miami did win the game. They got some help from the referees again.
For that team.
Because that was a fumble. I don't care what nobody says.
That team.
That was a fumble.
That team.
Miami is a good team.
They not that good.
They're not as good as
they're Florida State from last year, bro, with a better quarterback.
Basically,
to me, I mean,
think that I would say they're better offensively, but worse defensively. I don't think Miami's defense is that good, but their offense is that good.
That's gonna be the reason why I don't think I feel like they're gonna lose.
That offense is what I aspire for my offense to look like, but that defense is what I never want my defense to look like.
Shout out to that Gator defense, man. They've been playing some ball.
Shout out to the whole team, man. Going out there, they could have laid down. They really could have laid down and just didn't care. But them boys playing hard. Why? I have no idea. Whatever the case is, shout out to them for showing up. They 4-3. They have a winning record. They got a week off. Then they start the toughest part of their schedule. You got Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss.
Georgia, then we got Texas?
Yes. Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, and then Florida State.
How many wins are we coming out with that? Wait, before you say anything. With the way we've been playing defensively, and obviously DJ Lagway in the fold.
If we play defense the way we've been playing, we could beat anybody left on the schedule. I didn't say we will beat anybody left on the schedule. I said we can beat anybody on the schedule. I ain't saying we will. I believe we can get 6 wins.
So that's Florida State and probably.
I think we get one of Ole Miss or LSU, one of the two.
What if we get both?
If we get both, then Billy Napier gonna get 2 more years on his contract.
Bro, Billy Napier is not getting fired.
I don't think he's getting fired either. But hey, I don't have no inside information.
What the way college football been going on this year? I'm telling you, bro, we gonna do something. This next stretch after this bye week, we're going to do something to where we're gonna beat one of these teams. Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss.
The good part about it is
we gonna come out of that with at least one.
The good part about it is we have LSU and Ole Miss at home.
I think we can beat Ole Miss.
I think we can beat both of those teams. If I had to pick one that's more likely to get beat, it would be Ole Miss.
Yeah, I think we can beat Ole Miss. I'm not gonna say we can beat Georgia or Texas, but
if I had to pick one that we can beat out of those two teams, I would probably say Georgia more than Texas.
Yeah,
because I think we can rattle Carson Beck, but trying to win in Austin,
that's tough, bro.
Anything can happen when you have a coach that believes in your quarterback. Your quarterback can execute the game plan the way he needs to execute, and if your defense shows up, then anything can happen. It's college football. We've already seen that. Like there's no way that Vanderbilt should have beat Alabama, but that shit happened. Yeah. So
the defense playing with more heart, man. They playing how we thought they were gonna play from the gate. And that's good to see, man. I hope they keep it up, man. Like, bro, we beat Georgia coming out of that bye week, bro. Oh my God. I don't expect it to happen, but I definitely think we're gonna compete. We're gonna give them a game. But
I mean, I don't expect it to happen, but at the same time, I didn't expect us to lose to Tennessee by 7 in a game that we could have won. I didn't expect us to beat Kentucky the way we did.
Yeah.
So
that
also while we talking about that, big shout out Cormani McClain.
Oh yeah.
Big shout out to that kid because for all the dirt that people threw on this man's name for, if you couldn't cut it at Colorado with the greatest cornerback of all time, How you gonna play at Florida? Oh, you walking on at Florida? They didn't even give you a scholarship. They don't think you're gonna be good. This, that, and the other. We saw you get beat in practice. We saw you get beat at Colorado. You're not gonna be good. All that talk don't mean nothing. You at the University of Florida. You played hard. You worked. You put the work in. You got an opportunity, and you made the most of it. Now going forward, I need you to take this off week to build on that. And you never know. Georgia game, we may need you to step up. And he's been playing well. He might get another opportunity. We got that only helps to stabilize the cornerback room. Now hopefully you've got Devin Moore staying healthy. Jason Marshall, I know he got hurt in the game, but hopefully he's healthy, back for that Georgia game. You've got Deshaun Johnson. Jakeem Jackson, I'm not sure if he's still going to be hurt or not. If he is, Cormani, you next in line. Be ready. But yeah, man, shout out to the guys for playing hard, bro. That's all I can ask of y'all at this point, man. Everybody's literally counting y'all out. They're saying y'all coach won't get fired. Y'all don't have nothing to play for. Y'all showed up and showed out against Kentucky. Do it the rest of the season, bro. And no, I promise you, none of these fans gonna be upset with any of the outcomes if y'all just come out and play hard. Like I'm DJ is the quarterback now. You live with the growing pains, bro. Like there's gonna be good times, there's gonna be bad times, but you let him learn and grow, and all this stuff that he's seeing in his first season is gonna only help him going forward. So shout out to the team, man, and everybody that's played a part in them turning it around, and hopefully they're able to build on it and use the bye week to get healthy and come back ready to work. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah, you pretty much hit it on there. I don't have nothing to say.
Hey man, they showed me something on Saturday when they came out and beat Kentucky the way they did, especially after Kentucky been beating the shit out of us for the last couple of years. So
yeah,
shout out to them, bro.
It probably was the spark we needed, bro.
It like I said, it's college football. Crazier stuff is happening, and you just never know. With the way this thing is going, you just never know how the rest of the season could play out. So go out there, play hard, and let the cards fall, man. But the one thing you can control is how hard you play.
Right.
Everything else is gonna fall in line after that, man. Just keep building on the confidence. I like what I saw this past weekend. But since we're on college football, damn, that's crazy. Brady Cook, gonna be out against Alabama. Um, Ohio State lost their starting left tackle for the season.
Damn.
Indiana quarterback had surgery on his thumb. So it's a lot going on, man. It's that time of the year when things are about to get kind of spooky.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying about that. It's gonna get spooky.
Yeah.
But let's get into some picks, man. We got to get into some picks. Let's jump right into it. We ain't no time to waste. We going into it. First game we picking is actually on tomorrow night. 5-1 Syracuse against 6-0 Pittsburgh. Who you got?
Where's played at?
At Pittsburgh.
I got Syracuse.
Why are you stealing my picks? You stealing my picks. I'm taking Syracuse as well. Shout out to Kyle McCord, man. Probably been a better quarterback this season than Will Howard. So shout out to you. Also shout out to Donovan McMillan, man, playing at Pittsburgh, doing your thing. Shout out to you, kid. But y'all taking that first L this week. I gotta go with Syracuse, man. On Friday, 5-1 Boise State with the Heisman frontrunner versus 6-1 UNLV. Who you got?
Give me. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say UNLV.
Why are you stealing on my picks, bro?
But I like Ashton to have a big game though.
Why you keep stealing my picks, bro? I'm lying. I got Boise State.
Good hell, bro.
I got Boise State 38-34. Ashton going for 170 and 3 touchdowns. You heard it here. Close game though. Real good. Real close game. Saturday. Nebraska at Ohio State.
Ohio.
Bro, Nebraska lost 56-7 last week. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I got Ohio State as well. That's crazy. Notre Dame at Navy. I know who I'm taking.
I'm gonna take Navy.
I got the midshipmen too, boy. Yeah, Navy winning that game. I'm calling it right now. Navy winning. I'm calling it. Next game we're gonna choose from, man. We got let's go with that one. Georgia Tech at Virginia Tech.
Ooh. What's Georgia Tech record now?
Right now it's 5-3.
5-3. I got Virginia Tech.
Give me Kyron Jones as well. I'm gonna ride with the guy. He been playing pretty good so far this season, man. Had some moments where he looked a little shaky, but he been playing well. So I'll ride with them as well. Next game we're gonna roll to 6-1 Illinois at 7-0 Oregon.
Oregon.
I'm rolling with Oregon as well, man, but it's gonna be a closer game than people think. Right now, Oregon is a 3-touchdown favorite.
Damn.
Which is crazy to me, but
I like them about
I'm taking Oregon though. Next up, we got Missouri at Bama.
Alabama.
I got Bama as well. I picked them last week and they let me down, so they got to bounce back this week, or else they playoff hosts.
Yup.
It's out of there. Next game we're gonna choose from. Could go with that one, but let's slide down a little bit. Texas at Vandy. That's crazy to see Texas going to Vanderbilt. Is just wild.
That is wild. I like Texas.
But give me Texas as well. Next up on the docket, Florida State at Miami. Oh man, when I tell you it's gonna get ugly, it's gonna get real ugly.
60.
They better play DJ because that Brock Glenn or whatever his name is, that guy is.
Man, they might put 60 on them.
Might. Honestly, I think Mario Cristobal might run it up.
Yeah, I can see that.
He might let that be Cam Ward Heisman moment. Go out there and throw for 8 touchdowns.
Heisman moment 16. Filthy work.
Go throw for 8 tutties, bro. Next up, we got Penn State at Wisconsin.
I'm going with Wisconsin in the upset.
All I'm gonna say is, shit get a little spooky at Camp Randall at night. Shit gets a little spooky, but Penn State ranked number 3, and I wouldn't be surprised if Wisconsin win. I'm gonna take Penn State, but I would not be surprised if Wisconsin win that game. Next up, 6-1 SMU versus 6-1 Duke.
SMU.
Give me Duke.
I'm
gonna take Duke. I'm gonna take Duke with the win, man. 2 more games for you, then we're gonna finish it up how we finish it up. Cincinnati at Colorado, both 5-2.
Colorado.
Okay. Yeah. Bet. Shout out to my guy Xavier Henderson playing well for Cincinnati. Shout out to you, man. You're going up against the best cornerback in college football this week. Let's see if you can make something happen. Not expecting much.
He that receiver one?
Yeah. He got 541 this year, 4 touchdowns, you know. Not a bad season so far. He's been playing well. Also Corey Kiner, former LSU running back, running the ball really well. Hopefully they get the running game going, because if not, they don't stand a chance. But yeah, shout out to them, man. Colorado at home, 5-2. They win this game, they bowl eligible, bro. Honestly, they win this game, they might be top 25 again.
What if they run that table? Playoff bound?
Nah. They in the Big 12?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, let me see who they got left on the schedule, because they ain't gonna make the playoffs. They don't have the strength of schedule to do it, because all they got left is they got Cincinnati this week, then they got Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, and Oklahoma State. And the top two teams in the Big 12 right now is BYU, Iowa State, Kansas State is at the top right now. And BYU and Iowa State is both undefeated, and Kansas State 6-1, and they already beat Colorado. So
gotcha.
But hey, finishing in the top 20 after finishing 4-8 last season could be a nice recruiting boost. They're gonna fall off next year when Trav and Shedeur leave, though. They're gonna be yeah. Last game we're gonna pick, though. Last game of the week we're gonna pick 6-1 LSU going to College Station to take on 6-1 Texas A&M.
I like Texas A&M.
Give me. It pains me to say this, bro. It really does. This gonna hurt me to say, but give me Texas A&M.
I knew you was I knew you was gonna do that shit. Yeah.
Nah, it's really for me. It's really a toss up, bro.
It is.
I think it's gonna be a good game. I wouldn't be surprised if either team win. I just don't really like Garrett Nussmeier. I don't think he's that good. And I think Texas A&M defense is really, really good. So give me Texas A&M.
Sound ball, right?
Yeah, let me get Texas A&M. I'll take A&M and I'll live with it. Yeah, man, that's all the games we got in college football this week, man. Anything you want to talk about before we close the show out, man?
No final thoughts for me, my friend. Nigga hungry as hell. I haven't ate shit since I came home from the gym. So yeah. So I don't have any final thoughts. But this was another good show, good content, quality content. You know, next week will be very, very interesting.
Next week, Stunner, bring your ass on the show. Don't run.
Is it another person? You
Stunner and LA.
Oh,
I'm calling both of y'all out. Get on the show.
Yeah, I got it.
Get on the show.
Got you.
It's Florida Georgia week. It's not Georgia Florida week. It's Florida Georgia week.
Get on the show. Don't run from the smoke. Y'all don't have to do that. Get on the show. It's gonna be a good one. And also, it's Ohio State, Penn State next week too.
Mm.
It's a lot of battles on this card. It's gonna be your favorite one. That's
Oh,
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Come on the show. Be ready to work because that's all I'm saying about that. Real quick, before we close this thing out, in honor of NBA season, real quick, we're gonna make this real quick. Give me your NBA champion for the season. No, I'm lying. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. Save that. Cut that out. Really, cut that out. No, I really wanted to talk about college basketball real quick. Give a shout out. I know Cooper Flag gets the hype. I know.
I think Ace Bailey better.
Shout out Ace Bailey and also what's his name? Harper.
Dylan Harper.
Hey, they the truth, bro. They the truth. I had to see it for myself. I knew about Ace, but I didn't know about Harper. Yeah, bro. They
This might be my 1 year rental fan for Rutgers. I'm just for 1 year, Rutgers fan for 1 year.
Tell me why. Tell me why. For some reason, I just decided to go down my Twitter timeline. Tell me why. It's game one of the season. And I didn't want to talk about NBA, but it's game one of the season. Tell me why the Detroit Pistons got a tech for having 6 players on the court.
Hey man, you gotta love NBA basketball, man. Oh man, that's funny. Already though.
It's game one, bro. It's game one. Game one, and they got 6 players on the court, bro. If that doesn't show you what Detroit basketball is at this point, I don't know what will.
Crazy, bro.
Damn, that's crazy. The Nets didn't start. Damn, that's a nasty starting lineup. But shout out Cam Thomas for balling out. Yeah, that's a nasty starting lineup. Ugly. Sheesh. Paulo went for 33, and Jimmy only had 3. You know what? Let me not, bro. Let me not. It is for the podcast, man. Tune in every week. Next week, I'm telling y'all, man. Stunner, LA, come on the show. Y'all know what week it is. Don't run. Come on the show. Come chill with the fam. Finna rock out, man. But it is for the podcast. Make sure y'all tune in on every social network: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify. If you want to watch the show, you can watch the whole recording video on Spotify now, so you can tune in. If you go on YouTube, if you want to find us, type in the @ symbol, Idiots with a Podcast, and you'll find the show. You can find every show that we've put up live. It'll be on there, and you can subscribe as well. Make sure you subscribe. We ain't got no subscribers on YouTube. I need y'all to tune in, subscribe for me, man. All you gotta do is hit the subscribe button. It's real quick.
Easy.
Real easy. Like, it's not gonna cost you anything. We ain't charging for subscriptions. We ain't doing that. We not that type of podcast. We don't have this behind no Patreon or no paywall, or nothing like that. We not those guys. We ain't there. We not them. All this is free. We do this because we enjoy talking about it, not
Right.
because we're trying to get paid from it. We ain't making nothing from this right now. It's just us having fun. Like, We both love sports. So, like I said, the month of November will be a good one. We will be taking this show on the road. Just letting y'all know. So be prepared for that as well. But it is with a podcast. Got my brother, man. It's time for me to go eat as well. I got some tacos waiting for me, so I'm out of here. So you know what I'm saying? It is for the podcast. Until next time, we are out of here, man. Good night.